we'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
For Galladay, you take a look at the numbers from last week. 7 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Screen play, Johnson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 24 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
The 11-yard
now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and 12. Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the back, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Green Bay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
A gain of
2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 27.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He was 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Mason Crosby to kick off 4.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Again, it's Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Lions 10. Packers.
So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you did on the last drive, when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Lions take over.
And Detroit getting set to go now. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Amendola now, jet sweep. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. He was 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 now. Stafford, and he's got Amendola on the connection. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 3.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Complete. It's Johnson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's good.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Raiders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Packers 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the delay, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Mason Crosby.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now, because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. On first down, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Rodgers pass.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Matt Prater to kick.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit him with something else.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there with a nice pickup.
Rodgers.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Gain of 10. 1st down, Packers.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Stafford on 3rd down. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. This will complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. They'll keep this one to Galladay. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000. Career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who call a lot of passing plays. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
taken down at the 40.
2nd and 9.
A gain of a... Yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. It's a gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This thrown quickly out to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Marvin Jones. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Alexander.
They'll run with the former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Lions 16.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Packers!
Complete to number 7.
Devontae Adams. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. So, Charles, there are the... What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford on first down. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
All things considered a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Well, he was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Again, it's Dillon, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Has it complete, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Working out of the gun. Love under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Flush to his right.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the 8-yard line.
Love from the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Kerryon Johnson. He's forced
now it's 2nd and 9.
Scrimmage.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice one.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go screen. It's complete. Boy, a nice play there as they on 3rd and 15. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing again at Stafford. Jones has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Right, call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They give to Dillon out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, here's Dillon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.